In the first episode of Algeria series, I told you that this country is so vast. You can literally move between seasons in just 2 days. But in this episode, I will prove it and more. Because Algeria doesn't just take you through seasons, it takes you on a full journey through time. And maybe even to another planet. I'm serious, this is not an exaggeration. Hello my people, I'm Youngsu and this is my channel where I share my passion for discovering cultures, not to judge them, but to understand and enjoy our differences. So if you share that same curiosity, join me on this special journey through time, through seasons, or maybe even through planets. Well, through Algeria. Let's start with nature, pure untouched Algerian nature. I promise you will be amazed, as I was while preparing this video. We'll start from the beach. Algeria has a long coastline. The map explains that better than I can. To be honest, I simply picked the first beach Google suggested. And here's what I found. Crystal clear water, golden sand, rocks that dance with the waves, and a tree standing like an audience, clapping to nature's symphony. Even the sunset has its own melody. That beach was Tamnart al-Qala in the province of Skikda, one of Algeria's most beautiful beaches. But it's not the only one. Algeria's islands share the same magic. Treasures of beauty waiting for explorers. Close to the sea hides another world underground. The Cave of Wonders in Gijel is a masterpiece of nature, keeping a constant temperature of 18 degrees all year long. Not far from this nature museum lies one of the country's most stunning places, the El Qala National Park, home to floating forests, Lake Tonga, and the famous Bird's Lake. After that, Lake Obeira. And you get world-class nature reserve filled with birds, fish, 14 species of mammals. And around 13,000 visitors every year. Sadly, dear viewers, we are probably not among them. Before we leave the coast and go deeper inland, look at this. A slice of the moon in orange during summer. And a giant mirror laid flat on earth in winter. Sabha of Wahran, the Great Salt Lake. We winter doesn't just paint Sabha white, it covers the Georgia mountains, especially Tikshta, with snow so pure it looks unreal. Perfect for adventures. And for the sky lovers, every year, the Shriya National Park hosts an open-air snow festival. From frozen peaks to boiling water, welcome to Hammam Dabbagh in Galma. Geological wonder where waterfalls are literally hot. So hot that visitors cook eggs in them. Yeah, really, I did it too. Maybe it's Livingston Hills Eden flavor, or maybe I was just hungry. You even find two large rocks shaped like bride and groom. You can take selfie with them. Now come with me to my home province, Batna, and specifically Gofi Balkanates. Here in semi-desert Klima, cliffs stand proudly facing each other, holding ancient houses and castles on their shoulders. A river passes gently between them, carrying life to the plane trees and greenery of the Ores mountain. And now we dive into Sahara. Beyond these golden dawns that dance with the wine, there's something even more breathtaking. The most beautiful sunset and sunrise in the year. You will find it in Tamarast, on top of ice cream. Standing there feels like getting a VIP seat to watch the sun perform live. When I said Algeria lets you experience other planets, I wasn't just talking about the moon of Oran. You can also walk on Mars right here in Tassili Najar. It's a maze of massive rocks, a real labyrinth where many have gotten lost before. No one enters this area without local tour guides. And please, don't rely on your GPS. You will both get lost forever. You have probably heard of Sifar, the open-air museum of Tassili Najar. Dates back 12,000 years before Christ, when the area was green, vibrant and full of life. Around 500 before Christ, life moved northward, and with it, new civilizations. The Algerian pyramids, or tombs, as locals call them, are not that different from the Egyptian one, except for their rounded top instead of sharp points. The most famous is Imdrasen in Batna. And did you know that? Cleopatra's daughter, wife of King Juba II, was buried in the royal mausoleum of Mauritania, also known as Qabr al-Rumiya in Tipaza. They are also the Frinda Necropolis in Tiert, built between the 4th and 6th centuries, right before the Islamic conquests. Then came the Romans, leaving behind astonishing architectural sites like Temgad in Batna, whose Roman theaters still host festivals every year. There's also Jmila in Sétif and Kalama Theatre in Galma, a perfectly preserved gem of Roman architecture. Don't you feel like we are in Italy already? Well, follow me. Let's visit Italy too without leaving Algeria. In Hannaba, you will find the Basilica of Saint Augustine, built by Augustine Honor. He born here in North Africa before he traveled to Italy, become impressed, then returned to Algeria, and this masterpiece was built. When I said Algeria that you experience different planets, I didn't just mean Mars and the Moon. You can explore Earth itself here too. Now let's move to the Islamic area. The 11th century Hammadid Castle in Msila, the first capital of the Hammadid dynasty. Further west in Tlemcen, you will find Sidi Boumediene Mosque, still active after centuries, symbol of Islamic architecture. Despite all the cultural influences that reached Algeria, its architecture never lost its essence. Yes, it absorbed Islamic design, but it always kept that unique Amazigh identity. After the 10th century, the Mzab Valley in Gerdaya was born. 5 fortified clay towns, perfectly adapted to the desert climate, warm in winter, cool in summer. They are now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, beautifully organized, still home to the Mozabit Amazigh people. Ready for a quick trip to Turkey? Let's go north to Algiers Kasbah, narrow Ottoman style life. A maze, but a friendly one. You can survive it with GPS or just ask locals. They will gladly guide you. The smell of home food fills the air of these insane homes. Nearby stand the Palace of the Day, the last Ottoman palace in Algeria. Remember the flywash accident? The walls here know the real story. Whether they actually hit the French consul or just wave it at him. Maybe we should ask the walls why he surrendered Algiers so easily, or ask France why they were built Babel Contra Bridge in Constantine their own way. Constantine itself is a miracle, a city hanging in the sky, connected by giant bridges that link Earth to Earth again. France built 3 of them, renovated a 4th, and Algeria added a 5th in 2014. And now, we ended our tour with French architecture. Walking through downtown Algiers, you might actually feel like you are in Europe, at least a little. Finally, let's talk about modern Algeria. To be honest, the present isn't quite at the level of its past or natural diversity. Algeria is still growing, but there's still plenty worth seeing. Let's start with the Mattress Memorial, a massive open plaza with a history museum underneath. Nearby, some buildings caught my eyes. Perfect backgrounds for your next Instagram photo. Close to that area stands the Jami' al-Jazair al-A'zam, the 3rd largest mosque in the world, modern Islamic architectural wonder. The park next to it features models representing Arab countries, giving you a mini world tour in one walk. Visiting local markets is not something most tourists do, but trust me, it's a whole adventure of colors, scents, and surprises. Try traditional restaurants first. Then, the fast food. To discover Algerian pizza and Algerian tacos, everything that enters Algeria takes on its own identity, even the food. And don't worry, luxury hotels and resorts are everywhere, offering both local and international cuisine, especially European. travel in long distances, it's better to take a plan. Because in Algeria, road trips can feel like crossing the desert on camelback. And that was our journey through this gigantic country. Tell me in the comments which place caught your heart, or which one have you already visited. And stay cared, because in the next episode, you will hear dialects you probably didn't even know existed. Until then, stay safe and see you soon.